This is Built Quietly, where quiet work becomes legacy. I'm Jason, a man of few words, trying to say a few that matter. Come sit with me a minute. I told you the last time I get to this Indiana part, right? So here it is. But I'm going to be honest though, it's not really a hard luck story. People want that sometimes. The big struggle, the against all odds thing. That's not really how I tell this story. I moved up here when I was 22, came from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And I didn't bring much with me. I packed up, came north, and I started. Here's the part I actually want to talk about. When I got here, nobody knew me. I don't mean that in a lonely way. I mean it almost the opposite, actually. Back home, everybody had a version of me already. The youngest of four, Toby's little brother, the quiet one, the kid who played baseball. All that's fine and cool. I love where I'm from. I love my people. But when you grow up somewhere, everybody's kind of already decided who you are. You wear that, whether you notice it or not. Then I moved 500 some odd miles away, and all of that just came off. Nobody up here had a version of me. There was no reputation to live up to. There was nothing to live down. It was just me and whatever I actually did next. And that's a strange kind of quiet, but it's a good one. Because here's what I found out. When nobody knows you, you stop performing. There's no crowd to play to, nobody grading you against who you used to be. And in that quiet, you start to find out who you actually are. Not the version other people handed to you, just you, the real you, the one that shows up when nobody's keeping score. Last episode, I told you my mom always said, be yourself. Well, in Indiana, that's kind of where I got to test that. Because for the first time, being myself wasn't measured against anybody else's idea of me. I got to just be me. And it turns out the quiet guy I had always been, he did all right on his own in a brand new place with nobody watching. That meant something to me, and it still does. I think about that a lot now, actually, watching my own daughters grow up. Because everybody's got to hand them a version of who they are. That's just what happens. Friends, teachers, people at school, the whole world's got an opinion of them. And I hope somewhere along the way, they get their own quiet stretch, their own version of moving somewhere where nobody knows them, where they figure out who they are, who they actually are, underneath all of it. You don't always have to move for that, but you do have to find the quiet somewhere. That's the big part of what I want for them. Not that they impress anybody, but that they know themselves. Now, I don't want to make this move sound like it was romantic. Like I showed up here and it's all just clicked. It didn't. It was slow. It was regular. Most of it was just ordinary days, one after the other. The kind nobody would have ever put in the story. But I'm going to be straight with you. I got to say this. I say I showed up and I started, but I didn't, have that landing on my own. My oldest brother and his wife, they were already here. Both of them worked at Circuit City. They took me in. They gave me a place when I didn't have one. And my brother actually got me on at Circuit City. That was the first real job I had here in Indiana. I would have been stuck without both of them. I never have forgotten that. So I got to say thank you to both of y'all. But anyway, so that's what those ordinary days actually look like. Just me waking up, catching a cab to get to the job, or my girlfriend would come take me once I actually got a girlfriend. Like I said, I ain't have a lot. Y'all don't judge me. I would come home, spend time with her and my family. Then I wake up and we do it all over again. Oh, by the way, that girlfriend who used to drive me to work, she's my wife now. Funny how that works out. But that's kind of the whole point of this show. The stuff that matters usually doesn't look like much while it's happening. A 22-year-old, a long way from home, quietly figuring himself out, one plain day at a time. That's not a highlight reel, but it is where the real thing got built. So if you're somewhere new right now, new town, new job, new season, whatever it is, and it feels quiet and nobody really knows you yet, I don't think that's something you should rush out of. The quiet is a gift. It's a clean page. It's a chance to find out who you are without the whole crowd telling you first. I got mine at 22 in Indiana, a long way from Pine Bluff. And I'm glad I did, because the guy I found in that quiet is the same one talking to you right now. That's the Indiana story. Or one of the parts that really matters anyway. Thanks for sitting with me. Be good.